Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video and I'm working on my Providence layouts, which are all done in Canva, and then I'm going to embellish. And my goal for this is to do 3 to 4 at a time. 3 is probably more realistic, but maybe 4 if it's really fast and I don't have to add a lot like this one. I can't imagine that will take a ton of time. But that's my goal. So I already did my opening page here. So this would be 1, 2, 3 for sure. Maybe I'll get to this one. So I've got food, library, inside of the library, still inside library. So I know I have some book related and library related things. I'll grab that bin out. And then food, I have a ton of stuff for that. So I'll get that too. All right, so I've grabbed out a bunch of my food stuff here. So I'm starting with this one. And I've got kind of cream, brown, and a dark red happening. So I'm wondering if maybe like a wood veneer might work well here. Not these because these are breakfast related, but I know I have some others. I could always do black as well because I've got black text, but I'm just going to start looking through all this stuff and see what I can find that's fun to embellish this. So potentially I may use this piece of wood veneer, although I realized like I didn't really showcase my food at all. I showcased the inside of the restaurant because it was cute and fun, and then my tea that I had, but there's no food here. So I don't know that I want to use that. I may want something just like a little bit more generic. So I have these pieces of ephemera, and then these are all just word strips. So I might be able to find some things in there that are a little better suited to this, but we'll see. I found this that I think I'm going to use. I'm going to fussy cut around that, and I love it that the background is kind of that cream color. So it'll still jump out from the background, which is nice, and it still has a little bit of color with kind of that yellowy gold and the light blue. I do have some of that showing through, so I think that's a great option. And then I also had this that I might do up here or something. I'm not sure that I like it as much because, again, I didn't showcase any food, but I feel like maybe just having this, that makes it too blank. So I'm thinking, do I have anything that says like tea on it? I know I have cards that say tea because I am a tea drinker, but I don't know that I have anything else, so I'll have to look for that. When I was going through some of my food stuff, I found these, which is awesome. I forgot I had these. They're geared more towards, they were a breakfast set, I think from October Afternoon. Does anybody remember them? I used to love their stuff. But on there, I see I have tea. And it's even in a color that I think will be okay. I just have to decide, like, do I want it over here or here? There's more blank space here. Maybe I should do it this way. So I can put that like right there. And then, because there's a lot of extra space there, I can do a staple. There we go. And what do I think of all of that? I think that's good. Yeah, I don't know that this one needs anything else. So there's my first one done. For this one, because it's the start of my library pages, I already have quite a bit on there. I have a title, I have the date, that was all done in Canva, and then I have pulled out my book and library related things. I don't think there's anything in here that's going to go. This is like background paper and then big items and cards. That's not going to work for this. But I have these stickers, and I see some colors that might work, and then I have a whole bag of ephemera, and yes, I even saved one book stamp set that I could potentially use. I don't think that's going to work here either, but I have it, maybe for the next ones. But yeah, I have all of these items that I can go through to see if there's anything in here that matches. I forgot, I actually have 2 book stamps sets that I kept. I got rid of a lot of my book related items because I wasn't scrapping what I was reading anymore. I may go back to that though. I really miss it. I've actually been thinking about that lately, but I don't want to commit to it yet. But so I have these, so I could stamp, but still going through all this stuff to find anything that might work. For this one, I haven't found anything yet that really like jumps out at me for what I want and that is the right color. There are a couple things here that are sort of close, but they don't really fit with what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to use this. And I assume when I had this, it was meant for a particular book that I would say I absolutely loved it. But it works for this too. And it's a little too long, as you can see, so I'll cut off some of that. But I'm thinking I will put that here. And then I think I may just go into my generic puffy stickers that I have asterisks, hearts, stars, arrows, that kind of stuff, and just maybe pick a heart that's this color. I must have one, given all the heart stickers that I have. So I think that's my plan. I found this set of hearts, and I believe these are from Citrus Twist. I really like this one. It's got the right color on the stripe there, but it's huge. I was thinking something much, much smaller, but I like the color so much, I kind of want to make it work. So I think I'm gonna have to move this over quite a bit, and then I'll probably just maneuver this in here like somehow. But I like the idea of it, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I have that on there. I cut off a little on this end to make it just look better, and I left just enough room for the heart, which is great. And I can clip off this little piece. And let's see. Once again, I like my staples, so I'm gonna put one in there. Is that enough? Let's see. You know what? I think it is, because I already have this down here. I don't remember if I was planning to do something here, like to make a visual triangle, but I don't think I need it because I've got 1, 2, 3 here. I think that works. So here's my second one done. All right, so this is my third one, and I already have all of this done, and I think what I was planning to do was put something here to overlap this. This was put in. That was part of the design. I didn't do that, but it works with it. So like overlap something there and then maybe something up top. I almost wish now I had picked a different color, because there's nothing in my book stuff that's this bright, like a fuchsia magenta color. It's all like lighter pinks like this, and that doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to go into my normal travel embellishments, I think, or pieces of ephemera here, and just see, is there something that's this brighter pink that might go well together. Okay, I'm a little surprised that I didn't find more in here that was closer to this color. I didn't think this through when I did it. I was just like, oh, I like it. It looks good against the black and white. I'm going to use it. But I will figure out something. So far, this is the only piece that I feel like kind of goes, and it's almost like a little reddish, but I don't really have anything else. So what I might do is just clip this off and leave just a tiny bit there of that darker color, so it's not like super obvious, and then put this up here, and I can stamp something there. There's got to be something on one of these that would be fitting. So the more I looked at this, the more I didn't like it. These really don't match. When I got up really close, it's not the right thing, so I'm not going to do that. I decided to go into my pink stash of just scraps, and I found this. Now that's the right color. So I'm going to cut this down and probably make a pennant, a thinner one. It won't be this thick, but make a pennant just like I thought I was going to do up top. And then I could still stamp on it. I think the black would show up enough on there, but I think I should cut this down first, get that situated, and then I'll decide about this. All right, so I have made this pennant, and I had to make it longer than I intended because there was nothing here in those stamps that worked, but in this stamp set, I have one that actually says one for the books. How appropriate. So I want to put it on here. Now, obviously that's bigger than what I need, so I will stamp it first, kind of center it, and I'll just clip off what's extra. I'd rather do it that way than try to size it first and then screw it up. Okay, I did my stamping and it came out well. And I should say this, I didn't like measure or anything. I just freehanded it, so if the sides aren't totally even, whatever. I don't think it's bad enough to notice, but I didn't want to take the time basically to measure. So this is what we get, but I'm happy with the stamping. Let's see, is that even? I think so. Cut off that a little bit. Yep, and another staple, as I do. All right, so we have that. Does this one need anything else? I still feel like I want something, but I probably shouldn't because this is here. So if I put it here, that's kind of a weird area. So actually, maybe I'll leave this one as is. And you know what? That means I got 3 layouts done. So I think I'm going to stop there, and I'll pick up with the last library page next time. So 3 layouts already done for Providence. Thanks for watching.